The rain lashed against the tall windows of Ashwick Manor, a decaying estate tucked away in the English countryside. The house had been abandoned for decades until four university friends, Emily, Thomas, Claire, and James, dared each other to spend the night inside. Their only source of entertainment, an old spirit board they had found in a chest in the library, its wooden surface etched with strange, unfamiliar symbols. They lit candles, the flickering flames casting long shadows across the faded wallpaper. Dust hung in the air, and the silence of the manor seemed almost alive, pressing against their ears. "Let's begin," Thomas whispered, placing the planchette in the center. Emily hesitated. "Are you sure this is safe?" "It's just a board," James scoffed, but his voice wavered. They placed their fingers lightly on the planchette. Thomas called out, "Spirit, are you here with E?" For a moment, nothing. Then, with a slow, deliberate scrape, the planchette moved to yes. The air turned icy, their breaths visible in the candlelight. "Who are you?" Claire asked nervously. The board spelled, "Watcher." The candle nearest the board sputtered violently, almost going out. "What do you want from us?" James asked, with concern. The response came quicker this time, "To be free." The manor groaned as though it were alive. A sharp knock echoed through the library door, though none of them dared move. "What happens if we refuse?" Emily asked fearfully. The planchette slid with unnerving speed. "You belong to me." The friends exchanged fearful glances. Then Claire noticed the portrait above the fireplace, a tall figure with hollow eyes. The eyes, they just blinked, Claire said, shocked. As lightning illuminated the room, their reflections in the window shifted. Instead of four frightened students, they saw four pale, lifeless versions of themselves staring back, mouths twisted in silent screams. The planchette began to move again, spelling rapidly, "Look behind you." They froze. Slowly, Thomas turned his head. A tall shadow stood at the edge of the room, its form human, but its face nothing but a gaping black void. The shadow pointed toward the board. The planchette spelled one final word, "Mine." Suddenly, every candle blew out. The room was swallowed in pitch-black darkness. Their screams filled the manor, but outside, the storm drowned them out. When morning came, Ashwick Manor stood silent once again. On the dusty library table, the spirit board lay untouched, its planchette resting firmly on goodbye. But if anyone listened closely, they could still hear faint whispers echoing through the halls, pleas for release, trapped voices calling from beyond.